Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video on my channel. So in this video we're going to be looking at the Lunar spellbook once again. So today we're going to be looking at the spell Telekonetic Grind. You're going to need 85 mage. You're also going to need access to Lunar Diplomacy, get that completed, along with Dream Mentor quest as well. So in terms of quests, you're going to need Lunar Diplomacy done, just about one to unlock this. Again, a lot of these newer spells don't need Dream Mentor, just Lunar Diplomacy, which makes it even more crazy how good they are as well. You're going to need 85 mage, 2 Astral Runes and 1 Lore Rune. So with current prices, you have Astral Runes at just under 1k and you have Lore Runes at 200. So I think you'd be pretty safe to say it's like 2.1. So basically what we're going to be using with the Telekinetic Grind, we're going to be turning sandstone into sand. So sandstone is quite over the Grand Exchange medium price at the minute, so I had to buy these sandstones for 4.4k, and as well as that was a slow buy. So for a full invo we're looking at 123k, and once we add the 2 to 1k ish, it's 125k per invo, what we're basically looking at. So all it pretty much involves is setting up a preset with your full invo of the sandstone, have a pouch with your runes in because it will provide you with the extra that you need to do 28, and that's pretty much it. You click on the sand and then you click grind and then you go for that. Now with sandstone you can do it in different size blocks. The different size blocks will provide different amounts of sand. Originally I wanted to do the 10k block, but with the price of it, it wasn't really worthwhile because it weren't buying for over 10k. And the reason why this is high is because the sand and the blessed sand are used in the blessed flask. The blessed flask is a very high tier PVM item which takes an awful lot of time and resources, and people will buy the sand, especially with blessed sand as well, because it is just such a time save, and you'll be making a lot more money doing other things as well. That is basically this method. This can make, the wiki says, upwards to 33 mil an hour. Now I think that's unrealistic because the sandstone prices are so much more than what's for exchange prices. I think it's to be more around in the sort of 10 to 15 mil. But again, if you're a very like 85 magic upwards and you want some profit while doing magic, this and Super Glass Make are probably two of the best methods to do for skilling wise anyway. And not only that as well, if you're looking to get the Blessed Flask, this is what you should use this spell for. So as you see, I do get different amounts of sand each invo, and to be fair, the invos are very quick to do as well. You're actually going to need more than 10k per hour. You're going to be able to go through something like 40-ish k of this an hour, because roughly, even with like lag in like a rough like hour, you should be looking at still about 1.8k invos per hour, which with these lunar spells as well, it's all about like speed and stuff. So really you want to make sure that you focus on a bang, have the spell on your action bar, and then just click and just go from there, and you can really like pick up some speed. Yeah, that is pretty much the Telekinetic Grind for the sand. So there we go. It doesn't take a lot to actually like work through it. We've already done 1,000, and we've turned 1,000 of these pretty much about 500. I did sell some earlier on just to make sure this would profit. Now, the extra fine sand, the sand sells just under 12k. So even though you are having to buy the sandstone at a high price, you're also selling your extra fine sand at a high price as well. And not only that, you can also do the next step, which I don't know if it's going to be profit, but we're going to go and find out anyway. So one thing we're going to try and apply in the video as well. With your extra fine sand, you can actually take it to an altar. Now, it doesn't matter which altar it is, and bless it. Admittedly, you're going to get some very trash prayer XP. But you're going to turn your extra fine sand into blessed sand. Now this is actually going to do another process along with the blessed flask line. So normally anything like this which is time save, you will make more money from. And while we're here at the bank as well, we can also like sell the extra fine sand and just prove that it does sand there. So extra fine sand is going to go for 10.7k, and again this is why I check margins, because a minute ago I got 11. Always be checking that. I did try the 1k sand, and that's what proved to me that different size of sandstone will give you different results. You can't just do it with a cheaper version, even though this actually wasn't cheaper at 1k. You won't get as much sand. And then the blessed sand sold for 11,250. So really it's not worth your time, just make it into the extra fine sand. Now one thing as well while we're here, because I do like showing you guys other methods as well, the benefit of this spell is quite useful in quite a few things. So one of the things we've been talking about market watch wise, and especially with wyvern bones and how much they've been crashing, again under 10k each there, this spell can also be used to grind wyvern bones. And you might think, well, why is that important? So the reason that's important is because they're put into super prayers. So wyvern bone meal was one of the things which made like super prayers like very long-winded. You used to have to go to the exofunctus, and then after the exofunctus you had to then like grind them, which was the longest thing ever, and then you could turn them into wyvern bone meal. But now you can do it through your info and then do it as quick as you've just seen there, and then you can also turn that into super prayers. Now, if I was to sell a super prayer right now, what I want to do now real quick is our margin. So as you can see here, for the actual potion itself, you're going to be roughly 17-ish K. It is 6:25 on a Saturday morning, so we can allow that for the lack of activity. So 19K isn't actually too bad for super prayers. Obviously with the grand exchange price, you've got massive room for margins as well. And one thing I would highly recommend with that is if you have the ability to use portables and you also have the scroll of efficiency, you will save your money on the grand wyvern bones because they're such an expensive secondary. That'll be even more money in your pocket. I'd probably say super prayers would be about 10 millish an hour. Really good XP as well. But that is just another use for this spell. Grand wyvern bones for super prayers. Admittedly, they're not selling high at the minute, but that would probably be down to the fact that you can use penance and constantly resetting the auras. Again, the FOC events is really like change some things, and to be fair, for them to be that far under like their normal price, super prayers are very useful, and they're the kind of things you'll be filling up this blessed flask with as well. So very surprised that they're so cheap. But again, that's going to be the end of this video. Actually, something I do need to do though. Let's just see if we've made money. So that is 5k of the sandstone done and just under 2.5k of the extra fine sand. So because we paid 4.4k, so this is 22 mil worth of sandstone. And in terms of spells, we've roughly spent about 400k. So 23 mil is roughly where we'd be in terms of the price we've put in for this. And we have made some because of the amount. We know roughly it's going to be over like 10k. So I'd like to put that in for just under 11. So 26 mil. And to be fair, like, you'll be shocked at how quick this was to make. We've made 3 mil from that. And I wouldn't be far off, as I said, if I did that in 15 minutes. Maybe even less. So easily over 10 mil per hour. If you're looking to make your own flask, definitely do that. Or if it was me, I'd probably just continue to make that and just buy the blessed. The blessed really isn't that much more than the extra fine, so why waste your time? Just make more extra fine sand and make more money, or just do something else to make more money as well and just save yourself the time. But a really good spell, which is very, very underrated. Keep an eye on this super prayer method. That will definitely make money at some point. I think it's just because of the FOC event and the fact that people can use penance to where penance is in demand. But super prayers used to basically be the best prayer potion in the game, so there's always some form of demand, just it doesn't seem now. But again, it might be the time of day, and not a lot of players are on it in a minute, which could lead to that as well. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please leave me a like, please subscribe to the channel. Just want to show you there, 4.44k each, very much a slow buy. I think I bought it over a week, but quietly impressed with how A, quick it is, and B, how much money it makes as well. So pretty decent, really, really decent. And this is what's left from me getting the armor pet. A little video will come out about that at some point, but these items have crashed hard, so I'm just leaving them in the grand exchange and see if they sell. But yeah, one more time guys, if you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.